Hey everybody, how's it going? Here we have the final 2022 season Formula One event. This one, of course, is the Italian Grand Prix. PR requirements the same as all the previous 2022 season Formula One Grand Prix events. So it is ranges from 131.2 through 131.8, depending on which team you go with, because the base PR varies depending on the team. But essentially, by having that the varying PR requirement per team, basically what you have to spend ends up being the same. You can go with getting 5 upgrades across the 4 categories available on these Formula One cars, except with the getting basically brakes maxed out. That's the cheaper gold way, but spending more extra motorsport dollars. I prefer going with spending some extra gold on engine. So 6 on engine, and then getting remaining categories up to 5 stages of upgrades. So in my case, it's going to cost me a few more gold, 558 gold total, but it'll cost me a little less motorsport dollars, namely just over 2 million. And I have a little under 4 million right now, so it'll wipe out about half of what my motorsport dollar bank has right now. And this event, when you run through 5 stages, actually, this one's pretty quick one. And the payout, the race payout, not the bonus for completing stages, but actual race payout ends up being just a little bit over 250,000 motorsport dollars. So you know can actually go through the whole event in one day. Should take about 90 minutes. That's about how long it took me in my previous in my other account previous attempt. I think it took less than 90 minutes for this one. Unlike the annoying track day event, this one on contrary is pretty straightforward. So all right. So for the effort, of course, you get to win yet another 2022 Formula One season, 22 season Formula One car, 7,800 victory points, which is a pretty decent payout. That's gotta land me on next. I'd expect gold reward tier, if not the prize car. No, probably not yet. And 50 gold, 250,000 motorsport dollars. So basically, total motorsport dollar earning from the event itself, including the actual race, is going to be, I guess, about 500,000. So that's not for nothing, but we'll be spending slightly over net of 508 gold in my case. So without further ado, by the way, where does that put me if I add another 7,800 victory points? I'm at 14,000. So it's going to be about like 22,000, right? If I add another 7,400. So that lands me somewhere around here. And we still got ways to go, which is because I guess I don't have a prize card this time. It's just 50 gold. That is disappointing. It just shows you how often I've been checking into this round in while this round was going on. Yeah, not the most exciting release in my opinion, but at least in the next one, we'll get the new track. So that's cool. All right, so yeah, let's hop in and get going here. I have used, obviously, as you can see, Ferrari, Red Bull Ring, or Red Bull Racing, and Mercedes for the previous 3 Grand Prix events. And of course, this is the 4th one, and I bought 3 others with the discount offer we got from the Round Hub rewards, right? So for this next, I think I will go with Alpine or Alpine F1 team. That sounds good. They got pretty good car, right? It's one of the top tier PR cars, if I remember correctly. So, all right. Of course, I could have picked one of the cars that I already own. I could go with McLaren and pick another car for reward. But yeah, if I remember correctly, I think McLaren and Alpine both have the same base PR, possibly. Not sure off the top of my head, but really at the end of the day, none of that really matters. So, you know what? Let's go with Alpine and make some progress. So, yeah, with this one, yeah, each stage is basically it's like a 5 stages or like 5 course Italian meal. So we're starting with aperitivo, which is I think like a appetizer. So yeah, storyline there isn't really much to elaborate. It's a Formula One event, so stage one is gonna be more or less practice run, right? So 4 goals to complete. Average speed 241.4. No off track. Oh yes, this event pretty much is no off track event. Let's get those upgrades on board right away since we're gonna have to meet the PR requirement. So base PR starts at 115.74 Alpine here, and as I was saying, we'll bring this up to stage 6 upgrade there, and then remaining categories will power up to stage 5. There you go. And same for brakes. And yeah, so brakes would have costed me 105. Instead, I went with engine. That's why I end up spending a few more gold, but really, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. So there we go, 131.5, which is the PR requirement for this tier, this car, this team. So yeah, we got instant R&D, instant service, but really, we should be able to wrap it up before the event ends. So, all right, we'll just go flat out. Hit that target average speed mark. And while we are at it, check some different racing views. Oh, that's some serious crash there. I don't remember what rank I was starting in, but I don't think it really matters. There we go, nice line, undercutting Sergio. There we go, I think we're in the lead, and we have established nice solid average speed above target. So yeah, I don't remember any of the goals being terribly unusual or out of line. So really no bot training necessary here. Just straight up racing, which is what we like to see. There we go. 1 goal down, 20 more to go, right? All right, and each lap is worth about 10,000 motorsport dollars, as you guys probably know by now. It's like Monza road courses, like a sort of like a 10,000 per lap. Obviously, 50 more, but kind of close enough. So it's like a benchmark, right? So anything that pays more than that, like Silverstone, Spa, they're all longer circuits, right? And then, of course, we have ones that pay less, like Monaco and, yeah, really Monaco. So, anyway, let's continue on. And let's see, I am racing Alpine, and let's see if we have another Alpine. All right, Latifi, that's not Alpine. Yeah, let's go to the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, who do we have here? Latifi and Albon, those guys are FW44. That's the Williams, right? And then Tsunoda is, of course, AlphaTauri. Seb is the Aston Martin. And then Zhou, C42, that's what team would that be? That is, I want to say, the name escapes my head, Alfa Romeo. And of course, Ricardo is McLaren. Albon Magnussen is VF22. That is Haas. Stroll, Gasly, Schumacher, Alonso, A522 there. So we only have one opponent. Okay, that's correct. I just wanted to make sure. Not that it really matters, because when I was using, what was I using? I think I was using McLaren, and we had 3 McLarens in the grid, which is funny. Anyway, let's continue on. So on to goal 2. All right, so this one is target speed and finish under minute 30. So 3:01 is more or less the target. Just have to hit it 4 times. And there we go. Okay, this time we got Ocon in the grid. So if we also encounter Alonso, that means we will have 3 Alpine cars in the grid, don't we? Yep, we got 3. That's what I mean. It's kind of goofy. Like, they completely just ignore the fact that we have 3 cars from the same team. All right, that's 3rd instance, and once we start cross the finish line, the timer runs. Yeah, with the amount of upgrades that we have to be able to actually complete the whole event, minute 30 should be plenty of time. There we go. 4 instances of the top speed set. And once again, we'll undercut. There we go. And Hello, Lance. Goodbye, Lance. All right, so we're gonna have a bit of time to spare at the end, which is fine. And there we go. This is what I mean, pretty straightforward. No silly dramas to worry about. Another 10 grand. There we go. Yeah, a lot of these goals you complete as the first place finish. So, you know, you get the full 10,000 motorsport dollars for a lot of these single lap goals. And the next one, we have to overtake 4 cars. And then I think it ends right away. So it's gonna be a pretty short, I think. All right, they ask for safe overtake, so just no collision, I believe, is what that accounts to. All right. George for number 3 overtake. And who's my last victim here? Charles. All right. And just like that. And then 46 seconds. And we get a full lap credit, which is good, both fame and motorsport dollars. So yeah, obviously some goals are multiple lap goals. So there are 21 challenges in this event. So if you get, you know, like good number of these with a 10,000 motorsport payout, then we get already close to like, 200,000. And some of them are multiple laps. So that's where we end up pretty much covering the full 250,000 daily cap from just the event itself. So final goal up stage 1, fastest lap. All right, so this one we're gonna have to do both laps plus the outlap, but outlap really doesn't matter. All right, coming in on Parabolica. All right, let's get some drafting for a nice kickstart at the beginning of the lap. A little late on the brakes, yeah. But really, I don't think we need to worry too much about that. They ask for fastest lap, but we don't even get the ranks. I'm sure the lap time marker would show up either in green for the passing grade or red for failing grade, right? I was gonna say positive or negative timer, but that gets kind of confusing too, right? So yeah, pretty decent pace. Minute 20? Yeah, about. Yep. And then the next guy should be passing. Yep, we got a nice 4-second to spare. So we're gonna get 2 lap credit for this challenge. So that's gonna pay out 20 grand. Speaking of multiple lap goal, this is one of them. And stage 2, if I remember correctly, are like sector by sector challenge. So even though we're racing only one sector of Monza here, but we'll get full credit for a full lap each sector. So that's gonna be a nice quick payout. But we'll see that once we get to the next video for stage 2. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's wrap this up. And lap 2 even quicker, minute 13 and change. So for 2 laps, 1100 fame points, so not quite double up 600 that we were getting for the single lap, but the motorsport dollar rewards is exactly double, 20,100, double up 10,050. All right. So yeah, I got A522, and we got Alonso in A522, and oh no, that one had only 2. Okay, no, all right, no Ocon in this one. He got kicked out, I guess. Anyway, that will do it for stage 1 though, so let's pick up the rewards, which includes some victory points. I expect 600 victory points and 10,000 motorsport dollars. Good deal. And that's gonna get us to that. Yeah, that's 600. I think that'll get us to the next reward tier, which is extra 60 gold. Yep, barely. And extra 10 grand for motorsport dollar bonus. Of course, that does not count against your daily earning cap, or the lifetime earning cap of 5 million. So that's always nice. All right, very well driven. Though I feel our speed is a little lacking. Time to tinker. So that will do it for stage 1. Well, yeah, not a terribly long-winded conversation happening here either. So it's gonna be a pretty quick one. So see you in stage 2. Stay tuned.